Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me? We're back again with another footy talk, blood. Them man got their 3 points, blood. What you telling me, fam? What you telling me, bro?
You know what I mean? I'm good, bro. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Because last week you was trying to set me up. You know what I'm saying? Last
What
week
do you mean set you up, blood? What are you talking about?
Toxic, positive, and that, bro. Yeah, toxic, positive, and that. And right now I'm sitting on, was it 3 wins in a row? It could have been 4, blood. You know what I'm saying? If we just done our job against fucking Ipswich, it could have been 4, bro. You know what I mean? It sounds like Rants and the rest of you, the chat, were getting used to me crashing it on these, man. Yeah. But lately I've been giving them more praise because they've actually been doing quite well in front of goal. Yeah. We've got Lavia back and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Bear man want Maresca to fail. Bear man want these players to fail so they can say they're all right about this team. But as it looks, blood, we're close to the finishing line. Yeah. We're very, very close to the finishing line. And we need to get to that finishing line because I can't be listening to that music again. Yeah. I need to level up, bro. I need to be able to attract better talent in the summer. Yeah. I don't want to be in Europa League. I don't want to be in Conference League again. It's now time for Champions League. So we can show you, man, what real London heritage is in England, in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're full of rubbish, bruv. Hey, bruv, them man said your mic. I think your mic's not plugged in.
Oh, it's not plugged in. Oh, what's going on here, bro? Hold on.
Yeah, that man is saying that man sound like you're underwater.
Is it working?
No, 1 second. It sounds like it's not on.
It's on. It's definitely on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, but it sounds like your mic's not plugged in, so you sound kind of far away from it.
Don't think mic's on. Ah, shit. All right, let me come back in.
Yeah, jump back in, my bro. Yeah, big up the chat. Oh, you lot, let's get these lights up. This bread's on his shameless bullshit already, bruv. So you already know what kind of show this is gonna be already. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I saw the Cole Palmer stuff. Obviously, man saying there's better idiots online than there is. I'll be real, man are trolling and chatting shit, so I get it. Do you know what I'm saying? I hear it, but we can't get away from the fact that he hasn't been good in it. So it's just one of them ones. Obviously, he scored his penalty this time, but the long and short of it is he hasn't been playing well. Yo,
is that better?
I'm not sure.
Let me know in the chat, people. If you guys can actually hear me.
No, it sounds the same, bro. It sounds like your microphone's not plugged in. That's what it sounds like.
I don't know why it's doing that though, man. Because I can see it here. It's plugged in. No, man, I say no. Wait, mic volume all the way up. I don't know what's going on, people. The mic's on, bro.
Hold on, it is on, but hold on. It is on, yeah, because the green light's on. Hold on one second.
You're in outer space. I can hear
you.
Click,
go on, what do you call it? Click on settings, yeah, and go to audio and see and make sure that it's the microphone. The mic should make sure it's your default microphone. It might not be.
That's what it is. It's on that, bro. It's even loud. Like I can even see right now. It's picking it up. There's a mad echo.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, now it's gone off.
Echo cancellation's on. Sorry, reduce my background noise. You don't hear me now?
Yeah, we could hear you the whole time.
Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on here, man. Sorry, technical difficulties, people. Can you not hear me now? Yeah.
It sounds better though. I don't know. Does it sound better now? I swear it does.
Let me turn it all the way up. Let's see. Mic moving like Jackson.
No, I think the mic sounds better now, bro. I can't lie, bro.
Is it better, people? Let me know in the chat because I'm reading the chat now.
No, it sounds better to me anyway.
A bit better, exactly the same. All right, let me try one more time.
Bro, what I should do is unplug your microphone, yeah?
Yeah.
Unplug the microphone. And then go in the settings. And go to audio. That's what I mean. Yeah, it was a bit better, less echo, bro. But he probably just needs to unplug the mic and plug it back in. You got the same microphone as me, blood, so it shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, I'm sure it will be sorted. 1 second. Let me get the super chats. Man said Don and Chelsea fans can enjoy being 3-point collectors, while United fans will probably have to wait until next season to finally bag 3 points. I hear it, bro. Big up, my bro. Smash the likes. Yo, fam.
All right, can you hear me now, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That sounds better.
Is that better, people? Let me know. Put the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Actually, no, don't put the thumbs up. Put some cherries in the chat. Put some fucking cherries in the chat if you can hear me all right, people. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're taking the piss, man.
You know what I mean, bro? Yeah? I had a good night's sleep. You know what I mean?
This guy's an idiot, man. I'll swear down. What are you thinking about, man? This man beat a drunk Liverpool, you know, and these men are going like they won the league, you know, bro. This is
bro. Nah, that wasn't the narrative a few weeks ago, bro, because every single person I was talking to, everyone I was talking to kept reminding me, you got a tough May, you know, including Chelsea fans as well. You got a tough May. And I was looking at it saying, bro, listen, that May is looking long. You know what I mean? Even from the start of the season, I was like, bro, that last month for Chelsea is going to be fucking peak. Look at who we're playing, right? But I kept telling these people over the weeks, I said, bro, we don't know if Liverpool would have won the league at that point. They might rotate their team. You know what I'm saying? They might be drunk like what you're saying. Let's see what happens, right? Now, all of a sudden, that's the narrative. But that wasn't narrative before. There was no chance Chelsea to get top 5 now, yeah? I don't think Chelsea are going to get top 5 now. Chelsea are not scoring goals. Chelsea can't defend and all of these things. But I'm checking all the underlying metrics. It's not adding up. You know what I mean? When I spoke to you about my man the other week, Rants, the guy that came out, the Chelsea fan talking about, it's been so bad.
It's been so bad. Yeah. Why am I checking our form in our last 9 games? We've picked up 20 points, bro. We picked up 20 points. I think we've picked up the second most amount of points in the past 9 games, bro. You know what I mean? And like I just said to you, if we had beaten Ipswich and just did our fucking job, we would have had 4 wins in a row. Yeah. Certain managers got popped by the cherries, haven't even got 3 wins in a row this season, bro. You know what I mean? Certain man got the cherry popped at the weekend. Yeah.
What is that a real record? They ain't won 3 games on the trot.
They haven't won 3 games in a row in the Prem this season, bro. You know what I mean? They haven't. Yeah. And I was so right about their team. I was so fucking right about their team. And people like to call me a hater. Yeah. I've been telling people about how meaty that team is. I told Roms from fucking December last year, bro. I said, bro, you got nothing to worry about. Yeah, I said, big man, you got nothing to worry about. I said, if anything, if anyone's gonna challenge you, it'll probably be us. And he was even saying the same thing as well, man. You know what I mean?
That's a crazy stat. I didn't know that, you know.
They haven't won 3 games in the Prem in a row this season, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chelsea could have done it, could have made it 4. Yeah, we could still match our record from the start. Because remember, start of the season, we picked up 5 wins in a row, 5 W's in a row, bro. We could actually do that again. You know what I'm saying? We've got to beat Newcastle, which is gonna be a tough ask, right? And obviously after that, we've got you, man, and that's what 4 days before the final. You're gonna rotate that team, lad. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fucking rotate that team when we play you, man. So, boy, it's looking like we're gonna secure top 5 before we even play Forest last game of the season. And I'm praying today. I'm just praying that Palace do us a massive favor, bro, because we've just been, you know, we've had so much bad luck in the past 3-4 years. I just want to get back into the Champions League, bro.
Oh yeah. Hey, bro, I swear down. Yeah, hey, we mugged you the off as well in Europe as well, innit? We sent you to the Conference League. It was us, innit?
Yeah, it was you, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get back in there, man, because it'll be the first time that Clear Lake have actually made Champions League football. It's intriguing for me as well to see what they're going to do with Champions League football as well. A lot of these players, their wages are going to go up by 20% as well. You know what I mean? So we need it. We need it badly, Rants. We need it, bro. We need it, blood.
No, I hear it. What do you make of the performance anyway? Obviously, not that the performance matters. It's all about the points at this this part of the season.
No, 100, bro. But I can't lie, bro. I can't fault the performance yesterday, man. I think back to front, every single person, when you're playing against the big teams, one thing I always say is every single person needs to play at least 8 out of 10, right? That's the only way you're going to beat the bigger teams. And I'm not going to hear nothing about, Liverpool were on the beach and all of these things. The main thing that Liverpool did yesterday was to change their midfield. Other than that, they still had some big hitters playing, bro. Yeah? Van Dijk was playing, Salah was playing, Gakpo was playing. Jota's been dead this season, but he's another one that can score, go out of nothing, right? Yeah. So they had a good enough team that could have beaten Chelsea, because when we played them in the final last year, people are forgetting, they put a weaker team, bro, and they still beat us. You know what I mean? They still beat us, bro. Yeah? But from back to front, Sanchez, bro. Sanchez, I can't complain about the guy yesterday. He done nothing wrong. Yeah. Chalobah and Colwell, people like to cook these guys when they fuck up. But yesterday, bro, they were brilliant. Yeah. In the box, getting everything out. Any sort of last passes that were being made by the midfield from Liverpool, McAllister and that. I'm seeing Chalobah making some last-ditch challenges. I'm seeing Colwell, bro. The ball's getting whipped in. Man's winning it quickly. You know what I'm saying? Cucurella absolutely locked up Salah. You talk about the midfield. You've got Lavia that was playing in there. Caicedo inverting from right back. And for me, Rants, right now, I'm seeing a lot of people complaining about Reece not starting, but end of the day, needs must, right? Our best balance against the bigger teams is starting Lavia and Caicedo, right? And starting Palmer and Enzo centrally, because you still have that central creative spark, if that makes sense, right? And then you play 2 wingers that are direct. You see Noni yesterday, left wing, bro. Yeah? I don't know what's happened on that to this guy, but he's unlocked a different aspect of his game.
No, he just had a good day, mate. You know the ones. Like, let's not pretend. I know he's rubbish, man. Like, he just had a good day in it, and you lot got the early goal. And when you get a goal that early as well, it settles the nerves, especially at home, bro.
Right, he played left wing against Everton as well, and he was good, bro. Right, he was actually good in that position. The biggest problem I've got with this guy, and I've been saying it for ages, and that's why he's a squad player for me, is his end product still needs to improve. Yeah. He's definitely much better than what he was when he first came. Like when he first came, I used to see this guy just trying to run. He used to kick it into the side netting and whatnot. Now he's starting to think a little bit more. But there's still certain times where you'll get the ball. Like when we scored, he got the ball. Enzo's in bare space. He could have just played him. He dilly-dallies on it. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of just chefing, man, he was chefing Trent yesterday, bro. absolutely chefing that guy, right? And then Neto on the other side, he gets another assist. I thought he was steady in this game. Defensively, he was good. You know what I mean? He was decent. I think he's been quite good the past few weeks. I can't lie, bro. This 2025, I'll probably say Neto's been good. You know what I mean? And then Jackson, for me, you know, he wasn't good in this game, to be honest with you. The IQ, that's what I tell you about this guy's IQ, bro. It's very clear to see that he came Europe late. I think for me personally, Jackson, he'll be someone that becomes really, really good at like 26, 27. Because he's still got a lot of learning to do. You know what I mean? But in the midfield, bro, Enzo Fernandez, over 20 GA in the league, right? Another goal. You've got Caicedo yesterday, bro. Absolutely bossed it when he went to the midfield as well. Lavia, bro. You see exactly why we've been missing this guy. So key for us in build-up. So press resistant, bro. The goal that we scored came from him and Palmer. Their bit of play there. You know what I'm saying? But he's another one that, you know, that's why I'm glad we've got Santos and Asugo joining next year. So we've got that profile there. You know what I'm saying? And then you've got Palmer, bro. He was very, very good. And for me, it wasn't so much because he was started in the right half space. It was mainly because he was actually playing with real intent, right? It's been a minute where I've seen Palmer really running at people, really being direct. You know what I'm saying? Showing a little bit of flair, showing a little bit of skill. The past few games in the past season, I've been seeing Palmer doing a lot of like just looking at a guy in front of him and he'll just play the safe option. You know, you'll see that there's a guy in the box who'll try to cross it. And I'm like, sometimes you just got to carry the ball. You've got to go and make that guy commit. You've got to try to win the foul. You've got to try to go past someone. You've got to run at them. So now you're creating chaos and you're opening up space on the pitch. When you're doing this static thing of just passing the ball, that's when people are going to start cooking Maresca. Yeah? And that's why I always tell people, bro, I don't think Maresca's taking freedom away from these guys. These guys need to be accountable as well. They need to take it upon themselves to do what they need to do, right? If Hazard played in this system, you're not going to see Hazard being shackled, bro. He will still do what Hazard does. You know what I mean? That's why I've been cooking Palmer this season. It's mainly been him as to why he's not been playing that well. You know what I mean? And yesterday was a perfect example of that, bro. Perfect example. I thought he was brilliant.
How much of that was the fact that Liverpool season's over, mate? You know, because it's all well and good you doing all this fucking bollocks, yeah, but how much of this is the fact that Liverpool didn't give a toss in it? Like,
Liverpool did. No, Liverpool did give a toss.
Didn't, bruv. Like,
Liverpool did give a toss. Bro. They were trying to win the game. Man. They were trying to win the game, and they could have even won the game. Yes, they weren't,
man.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, they was.
I mean? Like, come on.
Tell me how they weren't trying to win the game. Tell me how they weren't trying to win the game.
We won a whole FA Cup here. And I sat there thinking, right, City, them man are on sniff, man. Like, they're not playing properly, innit? Even I knew it. They weren't playing properly. As much as it was great.
I didn't think Liverpool were bad yesterday.
Liverpool were away from home. They had nothing to play for. Nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
So when you looked at the game, now when you looked at the game yesterday, yeah, when you looked at the game yesterday, yeah, did you feel Liverpool
played like
a
team that had nothing to play for?
No, it didn't. It just looked like a team that got defended well. That's what I looked at. I was seeing these man Salah getting the ball, trying to whip it in back post. Every time I was going back post, I'm thinking, fucking hell, blood. Yeah. I was seeing the same thing from Gakpo. They brought on McAllister, they brought on Szoboszlai and that. These guys were still trying to create things centrally. They couldn't do it, right? Why can't we just give prop to Chelsea for defending well? Because if Chalobah and these lot fucked up, we'll be doing a whole segment right now, Rants, for half an hour talking about our defense, right? But this defense happens to be third best in the league, yeah? How can my defense be third best in the league and I've got Sanchez and I've got mid-table centre-backs? How? It don't add up. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been telling you, bro. My eyes don't lie to me, yeah? I know what's wrong with this defense. I know we need improving at the back, but I'm showing you, most of our problems at the back this year have been individual stupid mistakes, yeah? Have been the goalkeeper just throwing the ball into the back of the net, yeah? Have been games where the defense are doing quite well. It's the attack that are fucking up and then we drop points. And all of a sudden it's, oh, Chelsea's defense is shit. Yeah? So what does that say for everyone else then? Delit, Mazwari, all these man. What does that say for Euro and all these man, huh? Because you've conceded more goals than me, Rants. You know what I mean? Yeah?
Yeah, that's got to do with the dead system that we employ. And I'm disgusted by it. I don't like it. Do you know what I mean?
So you're bigging up Maresca then. You think it's Maresca's system as to why we've conceded less goals then, yeah?
Yeah, it was better than ours, but that's not hard, is it? Like, bro, like, what are you talking about?
Right.
My manager's playing a bozo formation that none of my players are comfortable playing. If my players were playing the same system as yours, we wouldn't have conceded that. We got better defenders than you.
So, you're damn right. You're damn right.
I'm not really worried about all that. My man, bro, I swear, bro, Endo started yesterday, bro. Like, bro, this guy's getting excited. Like, these man, turned over Liverpool that were playing for something. Bro, listen.
I couldn't give two tosses.
that Liverpool team came for the round of applause. That's the only thing they came for, bro. You know them ones did it. Them man are not serious, bro. Them man didn't come for nothing else, bro. They came for the round of applause, mate, and the free food after. That's all it was.
Bro, Endo absolutely bossed our midfield in the final last year, bro. They beat us with a weaker team.
Bro, look at this midfield.
I'm not hearing Omo, respectfully, bro. I'm not hearing
Endo, Elliot, and Jones. Hey, brother.
Yeah, but Rants, you're laughing. Okay, then why do man like to chef me? Why do man like to chef me? Bro, why do that? No. Fuck all that, Rants. Fuck all that, bro. I'm telling you, I'm coming on smoke today, yeah. Because man like to chef me. No, man like to chef me about my take about my squad. Man like to chef me about my take about my squad. They talk about, oh, are you now gonna say? Are you gonna apologize? Yeah. I got fucking CB. You're gonna apologize now about Liverpool squad. When they started their fucking squad and they fucking lost, blood. Yeah. They started their squad that they love to talk about and they fucking lost.
Yeah? Brother, you're allowed to be happy that you're one, yeah. You're allowed to be happy.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Blood. I'm tired. I'm tired of everyone, bro. I'm tired of you, man. Yeah, I'm coming for you, man, right now. Big pause on that as well, blood. Yeah. Yeah. When these lot played against, was it Preston? They played against Preston, yeah. They played their squad. They fucking lost, yeah. They played their squad against PSG. They were bringing bare man off the bench. PSG were doing the same. They got doggy there as well, blood. Yeah. Don't tell me nothing. Don't try to change things now because you might have been telling me how good their squad is. They use their squad and now it's, oh, look who they started. Look who they started. Yeah. When I'm saying, oh, I rate my depth over theirs, it's no way. They've got Elliot. They've got Endo with his gum shields, right? They've got this guy. They've got that guy. I'm not hearing none of that, bro. I'm not hearing none of that, bro. What I want to hear is how it was a masterclass by Maresca yesterday, because I'm showing you that lineup and the in-game management was fucking perfect yesterday. That's the reason why we won the game. Yeah, Liverpool tried to beat us, but they came and left with a loss. That's what happened. Yeah, and the first game of the season as well. Sorry, when we played them away, we should have even fucking beaten them in that game. Slot himself came out yesterday or the day before yesterday talking about, I'm surprised it's an 18-point gap because when we played them, I thought they were going to be challenging us, right? And so did many people at the time. Don't say, yo, Chelsea, we challenge. You know what I mean? Then we fell off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not hearing nothing, bro. I'm not hearing nothing. I can't lie.
I hear it, bro. But that midfield stinks, though. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, innit? Like, bro, listen, you lot are allowed to be happy with your win, yeah, but man can't be going on like you took out Michael Jackson, yeah, and it was Jermaine, blood. Like, you know what was there? That's how you man are going on. You man are going on like you chefed up Liverpool, yeah. Bruv,
we did chef them up.
Jones and Elliot, bro. What is that? Like,
bro, we chefed them up.
Bro, have some shame though. You know them,
bro.
Brother, I would rather, bro, celebrate the win, yeah, but come on, man. Stop going on like they cared, innit? Like, that's not a real game, like.
Nah,
like,
man.
Come on, brother.
Either way, it would have been a loss, bro. Because if we lost the game or we dropped points, you'd be sitting here saying, "Oh, how can you can't even beat that Liverpool team? Come on, you lot ain't serious." That's what you'd have done. You know what I mean? So either way, would have lost.
No, but I'm saying you're supposed to beat a Liverpool team that's got nothing to play for, made changes, and are away from home. I'm not saying that.
Is Chelsea side supposed to beat them though? Our record against them,
bro. You are supposed to beat them at home when it's a game that you need to win, and they don't need to win. They're not playing for anything. So
yeah, but Rants, we're talking about our history right now.
But you did what you were supposed to do, Don, and that's admirable. That's great, but let's not pretend it's anything else. Like, it's not. Like,
so what am I pretending? What am I pretending?
If you go to Newcastle, yeah, and beat Newcastle, now that is a great result. That's when I'm like, yo, you know what, Chelsea? Like, yo, all right, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the beginning of the season, you look like you was flattering to deceive a little bit. You had a rough patch, but if you go to Newcastle, yeah, and you go beat Newcastle, then I'm like, you know what? You'll get your flowers. But this game here was a throwaway.
No. Fuck all that, man.
It was a throwaway, bruv. Like, what are we doing?
Hold on, Rants. Yeah, listen, I can't lie to you, bro. Right now, we haven't secured top 5. We're in no position to be taking that W yesterday lightly. I'm sorry, right? We have not beaten Liverpool. I can't remember in like 10 games. The last time we beat Liverpool, right, was in COVID.
But they've already won the league, bro. You have to contextualize that. You can't
care. I don't care if they won the league or not. I know what I watched yesterday, and I watched the team that was trying to win that game. They were trying to win that game, and my team overcame them, bro. It's as simple as that, right? But next week, if we beat Newcastle, you're right. I think that will be more impressive because we're going away from home, right? We haven't beaten Newcastle again in a minute.
Newcastle are playing for something just like you.
yeah, they're playing for something just like us. We tend to struggle when we go away from home. But recently, when we've gone away from, when we've gone to St. James's Park, we tend to play with like a weaker team. You know what I mean? So I'm praying that Lavia can fucking handle the next few days of training. Even Reece James, we need everyone fit. We need everyone right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because when we played Newcastle at home, it's been one of our better performances this season. And that was with Lavia and all these guys fit. You know what I mean? So we have to, bro. We can't walk away from St. James's Park with a loss, if anything. Yeah, we need to be winning that game, bro. We need to beat them. We need to beat them.
I believe you do need to beat them as well, because you need every point you can get, bro. You got a bag of 6-pointers, bro. You know what I mean? You got Forest coming up as well, and you got us. You'll beat us anyway, bro. Like, where is that game even?
That's where is it? Stamford Bridge, sorry.
Yeah. Well, then, yeah. You'll get 3 points. There,
we drew with you already. That dead dross of a game when we played you lot. Caicedo scored, bro, outside the box. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, it's mad right now, man. And like I said, with Enzo right now, Enzo Fernandez, bro, I'm still seeing a lot of people trying to disrespect this guy, and I'm like, this guy's put up over 20 GA and has been top 3 for me when it comes to Chelsea performers right now. Yeah, he's actually got Maresca's improved him, because a lot of people like to talk about, oh, Maresca hasn't improved anyone. He's regressed Palmer. He's regressed Gusto. What's happened with Caicedo? What's happened with Enzo Fernandez? Right? Enzo Fernandez, I thought this guy was just going to be a guy that's going to come into the team, help dictate games and whatnot. But this guy is actually crashing the box. This guy is being even more creative than what he was when he first came. Right? This guy is scoring goals. This guy's end product is improving. You know what I mean? And that's down to the manager. Right? So, boy, Enzo Fernandez, bro, Real Madrid, they can try and come for him in the summer. He's untouchable. You know what I mean? Caicedo, I'm seeing a few reports right now that we're trying to improve his contract and that. And that's why I always tell you, Rants. One thing about Clear Lake, when they fuck with you, bro, they make you untouchable to them. You know what I mean? They make it very known to them, to you, that they fuck with you, bro. And that's going to be the same thing with all of these guys. Caicedo will get another long contract. You know, if Lavia can stay fit, he'll be another one that will get a long contract. All these guys are going to be very key. But now it's all about the summer. What are we going to do in the summer, right? We can't be wasting the players that we've got, because we wasted the likes of Hazard and Kante towards the end of the time because of our recruitment, right? Hazard and Kante, the amount of things they won at Chelsea is a disgrace. They should have won a lot more, bro. You know what I mean? Those two didn't compete against City or Liverpool once, yeah? So I don't want to be seeing that again with the players that we've got. Because some of these players that we've got, they go into any team that's competing for the title and they help them win the league. You know what I mean? Caicedo goes straight into Liverpool, he wins the league. So does Lavia. So does Palmer. So does Enzo, right? All these guys go into Arsenal right now and help the creativity problems that they've got in their midfield. You know what I mean? So, boy, I'm telling you, bruv, this summer is make or break for me. And that's why I'm saying we need that Champions League football, because I don't want no excuses. I don't want to hear we're not trying to sign this guy because of the wages. You know, we don't want to go to this guy because of that. Yeah? Because I'm showing you, bro, if we had Champions League football last summer, we would have got Olise over Bayern Munich, in my opinion. I think he would have stayed in London. You know what I mean? He would have fucking
won the league, innit?
He just won the league, yeah. And he was absolutely... Did you watch the game? The Bayern game?
No, I didn't watch the final game, no.
Oh, bro, he was stinking in the first half. And the second half, all of a sudden, because they were losing 2-0, innit? Then they came from behind and they won 3-2. He scored a mad second goal, bruv. He was cooking in the second half, right? But I'm showing you, bruv, this summer is make or break, because next year, I don't want to be talking to you about, oh, we haven't got cover for this guy. You know, Fofana, again, is injured again, right?
Well, I hope not, boy, because the way you've been talking, no one would ever think that your team are fighting for top 5, you know, because Don been bare animated, you know. Man's talking like a team that was in the title race. Like, fuck you,
because Bear Man have been trying to crash it on me and whatnot. But the reality is, I'm looking at our form. We're in one of the best forms in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? Our form right now,
after being in one of the worst forms in the league, which is why it doesn't really matter. Which is why,
it does matter. It does matter, because
you was in worse form than us, and we was in a relegation battle. Do you know what I mean?
And I spoke about it. And I spoke about
it. So it cancels itself out.
Yeah, but I spoke about it at the time, though. I told you that we're not in good form and what we need to do. But and I told you last week, I said, bro, how can I be crashing it on these men when they're doing the things that I've been complaining about, right? I was telling you, these guys have been shit in front of goal. They've been good in front of goal. What do you want me to do? Complain about it? I don't move like that, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So, boy.
Bro, I hear you, bro. I hear you in it. I'm just saying, man, need to relax in it. Just get your 5th place, and then you can build from there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little bit of shamelessness as well. I'm being shameless today. You know what I
Get
mean?
your 5th place, and then do you know what I'm saying? If you lot deal with Newcastle in Newcastle, that's when I'll be like, fairs. You get?
Let me ask
That's
you a question, then, Rants. Do you
yeah.
think that Chelsea will make top 5?
Do I think you will? The honest truth is, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? If I had to put money on it, I'd say that you just make it, because I think that Forest are out of form and Forest are falling away, and I don't think that Forest can stop you lot. I think you'll beat Forest. I think you'll beat us. So because of that, I think you'll make it. You know them ones. I think you will make it because you beat Liverpool. And before Liverpool had won the league, people would have said that you wouldn't win that game. So I think that at the point that we're at in the season, you should just make it, just because I think you'll get enough points in it.
I think 4 more points does it for me personally.
Yeah, I think you get 4 points between United and Forest. I reckon you'll get 6 points from those games. So I think you're all right.
Yeah, I think 4 points will do it, man. Because when you're looking at our goal difference as well, Forest, their goal difference is nowhere near us right now. Aston Villa, they're still in the running for it as well, but their goal difference isn't near us. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, bro, if we get 4 more points now, that's going to solidify it for me. You know, but if we win the rest of our games, that's going to be even better. I'm not hearing nothing about on the beach, because people like to use Poch's form at the end of the season. Oh, he won 5 games in a row. Well, now all of a sudden, this inexperienced manager has matched the same amount of points that this guy got, with a better defensive record as well, blood. You know what I mean? So, boy, you got to give props to Maresca right now, man. He's caught a lot of heat from me as well. But right now, he's doing well. I can't lie. He's been doing well, bro.
Fairs. So, all right, cool. So it's a 4-pointer. Fair enough. 4 points will do it for you lot. And that's it. And then in the end, you got to say it's a decent season if you win the Conference League as well, which I'm sure you will win. Obviously, I think Betis is still in there. I'd love Anthony to crash it on you lot, blood. But
that left foot, I don't know what's going on with that left foot right now, bro. Every time man just cuts in, he's moving like Robin.
Bro, he's moving mad right now. But but that's what confidence does. Like the goal he scored the other day, like bro, he slapped that top binge here, and that was unsavable, innit? And this is just that's just what happens, bro. When it's going for you, it's going for you. That's football.
Facts. And that's what I was saying about Palmer as well, bro. I feel like Palmer just needs that one goal to go in, that all of a sudden it will just make his game a lot easier. Like yesterday, honestly, bro, yeah, it was a breath of fresh air watching him, because I'm like, the Palmer that I've been watching, I know you've been creating chances. I know you've been, scoring goals here and there in that start of the season, right? But it just looks like you're playing within yourself right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, come on, bro. And even yesterday when he took that penalty, I could see in his face that he was going to score. It was completely different to the last one he took against Leicester, because don't forget the last penalty he took, he missed. You know what I'm saying? He missed that penalty. Yeah. But yesterday I was like, yeah, this is the Palmer that I've been missing. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on to your team anyway, man, because once again, another L. Yeah. That little the little mini comeback that you had towards the end of the game, it makes the scoreline look a little better. But the reality is Brentford didn't really look like they were trying to get out of gear 1, bruv. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we got slapped, bro. You know what it is, yeah. I think that United fans are slowly starting to come to the realization that we're getting fleeced, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones. I'm seeing people starting to lose patience with this manager, bro, because it's like, I keep telling people, yeah, this is elite sport, like this is elite sport. The Premier League, yeah, is meant to be elite sport, yeah. With football, it's supposed to be it's the biggest league in the world. They put the most amount of money in it, and it's like people have become so okay with the fact that we're just losing every week, and I don't get it, bro. And I was just like, what kind of fan base is that? When man are making excuses for this manager just losing games.
How many losses is that now?
Like 12 or something. I think he's lost 12 games, yeah, drawn 6 and won 6 or something. Out of 24, he's lost 50% of his games, which is fucking absurd. And bro, that's just the league.
40 points. He's yet to get 40 points, bro.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, we're 15th, and man are making excuses for man, yeah. And I'm thinking, hold on. When did it become okay to make excuses for a manager that's losing like that? Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
What did you think of the lineup, first of all, man? Because firstly, with Mainu, we've spoken about him already, right? That guy shouldn't be playing in the double pivot with Ugarte, bro. He's just not it there. Like, off the ball, he's just not it. those times in the game where I was specifically just watching him, Rants, yeah. And I promise you, bro, off the ball, he's just so shit. That's the best way to put it. He's so bad off the ball, bro. Right? His awareness is bad. His awareness of space is bad. His pace as well, bro. He's not that quick, so he struggles to get back. You know what I mean? So that was just setting man to fail again. Like, what did you think of the lineup?
I didn't like the lineup, but I understood the changes. What I didn't like was I didn't like De Ligt playing, and then he ended up getting injured, so that proved my point. I didn't like De Ligt starting because he'd been out for a month before then. So why start him? Do you know what I'm saying? So I didn't like
that. On him as well, because that looks like it was.
Nah, but they said he didn't leave on crutches, which is good, which means it's not as serious as it could potentially be. But I just I didn't like the look of it anyway. The lineup itself, I wasn't upset about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I understood that we had to make changes, but it's just like when you make all of them changes, you're not, and then you're still playing Kobe in the double pivot. It's like you just didn't need to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just another game we lost. Yeah, if we played a full team, yeah, there's a chance that we lose anyway. I said it in my match reaction that I don't trust this manager against many teams in the league to go out away from home, put out the right team and win, bro. So I'm not really worried that we lost. Whether we lost by 1 goal or 3 goals, I don't even think the result matters. But what's killing me is the manner of the performances, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What is it that you're not enjoying right now, lad? When you talk about the game in isolation,
the football's not good. The football's not good, bro. Like, people can talk about the manager not having his players and that, which is fucking ridiculous, which is the biggest load of absolute bollocks I've ever heard in my life, innit? But it's like, the football's not even good, bro. That's the worst thing about it. Like, if we were playing good football and we were losing, and we were losing because the players were struggling to get to grips with what was asked of them, or there was a lack of quality, that would be fine. But the football's not even good, bro. It's not even good. That's the worst thing about it. We're not scoring goals. We've got 5 at the back, but we're conceding way more goals than we conceded when we had 4, which doesn't make sense mathematically. Why have you got more defenders yet you're conceding more goals? So it tells you that the system is fundamentally flawed and it's not down to individuals.
True.
So that we're persisting with something that doesn't make any sense, and then the manager's so comfortable to turn around and be talking about next season. What? You know what I mean? Like, bro, this is Manchester United Football Club. This is meant to be elite sport, bro. You don't get a next season, yeah, at any club in the Premier League if you've lost 50% of your games as the manager. 50. Like, brother, you don't get that. You either get relegated and get sacked, or you just get sacked. Like, you don't.
With Ineos, with Ineos, it's one of them ones where it's like they obviously delayed this whole Ten Hag thing. They're like, you know what? We'll give them a little opportunity after winning the FA Cup. They fucked about there. They bring Amorim mid-season. They've made quite a lot of mistakes. So do you feel like it's one of them ones where it's like they basically don't want to admit that they made a mistake bringing this guy in? So they'd rather just kind of see it out until the end of the season and then, you know, start to bring in his players, basically.
No, but to be fair, yeah, you know what it is? They have to see out the rest of the season anyway. I don't have a problem with that. It's like you should be sacking him in the summer. That's my thing. Do you get what I'm saying? You shouldn't be giving,
regardless of whether he wins the trophy.
Brother, you shouldn't be giving this guy players. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what people need to understand. You don't need to see a manager have a whole Premier League season. Yeah, a Premier League season is 36 games. By the time the season finishes, he would have managed 38 games for Man United. 38, sorry. He would have managed 38 games for Man United by the end of the season in all competitions, bro. So that means I've seen him for a whole season, bro. And at the moment, he's managed for 24 games, yeah, out of 38, yeah, which is, well, say 2/3 of the games, yeah. And he's lost half of them. So why am I keeping you, bro? Like, do you know what I mean? Why am I keeping you for a football club who average a final every season now? What it's looking like. We average a season a year. I mean, a final a year. Like, that's what it's looking like. We're averaging a final a year, which means we would have got to this final with or without you, my brother. So I can't even give you credit for that. I have to look at the league form and I have to judge you on the league form.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. Because even me, like with this back three thing and that, I don't like it, bro. Like when we had Tuchel, we won the Champions League. It helped us stabilize things at the back, and you know somehow he managed to squeeze something out of Werner and Mason Mount. And actually, let me not say Mount because Mount was good at that point, yeah. but like Havertz and these sort of guys, right? But I didn't like that system. I used to complain about it all the time, right? This guy used to play people out of position. He used to play like Loftus-Cheek right wing back. I didn't like the thing that we had 2 midfielders. Like if I'm a manager, I'm playing 3 midfielders, 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. That's the formation I'll play. You know what I'm saying? But this back three thing, I've never been a fan of it. Wing backs and that, I've never been a fan of it, bro. You know, I want natural wingers. I want natural fullbacks. I want 2 centre backs. I want a pivot, double pivot, or a 10. Just keep it simple like that, bro. Yeah, this system is so niche. And one thing about it as well, if you're cashing out on this system, right, and you bring in, for example, like a wing back, I don't know, an Nori, for example, or even you bring in a my man. What's my man's name? The guy that was at the guy that's Leverkusen right now. What's my man's name? The right back. Frimpong. You bring in a Frimpong, for example. Let's say you now sack Ten Hag, yeah? You're in a position where you've got players that basically don't suit whatever you're trying to do next. Because I highly doubt you'll be bringing in another manager that's going to be doing a back three thing, yeah? No, most managers don't play like that. You know what I mean? Most managers don't play like that, bro. I know people will say like on the ball, you tend to build in a free and that, like a lot of teams, like even like Chelsea, but the initial shape and how you're setting out the team initially isn't like that, bro.
Yeah, but that only works if your wing backs, yeah, get right up to up top, yeah, because when you're building up, if the wing backs push right up and they turn it into a 3-2-5 like they're supposed to do and they're right up on the offside trap, then that's fine. The problem is when Man United build up, but we don't. We build up on a 5. So we don't build up with a 3. Like our wing backs don't get all the way up to the offside trap. This is the problem with.
And you've had some as well. You've had Dogu for a minute now. You've had Dogu for a minute, blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see you play that right back the other day as well, innit? Right wing back. He started on the right side this time.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, he's a fullback here that can play on the wing. Similar to Quenda, yeah, but Quenda's more of a winger. Do you know what I'm saying? And even Quenda didn't want to play wing back for this manager, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. Wing backs is a weird position because it's like fullbacks don't mind playing wing back because they kind of, it's one of them ones they get to attack more if they're attacking fullback. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, there's less pressure on them to defend, in it, so they enjoy it more. But wingers hate playing wing back because they don't like defending. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where. Yeah,
you're taking that aspect of the game because, like, for example, like if you look at Salah spoke about how Slot wants him to just stay up now. Like, he said to me, like, I'm gonna have less defensive responsibilities and that. That's what you want to be hearing as a winger, bro. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that as a winger you don't track back because you've got to track back. You've got to help the team, innit? Yeah. But most of the time you want to be attacking. You don't have to be thinking about I have to keep running back. I have to keep running back. I have to keep running back. You want someone behind you that you know they're gonna do their job, right? You've got Ola Aina behind you. You know he's doing his job, right? Yeah. You've got Reece James behind you. You know he's doing his job, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, this system, this back three thing, I told all my boys that are United fans, I said, bro, you man know deep down you don't fuck with this, bro. Yeah?
No, they don't. They're lying, bro. Any United fan that says that the system's not the biggest problem at the club, they're idiots, bro. And the guy enforcing the system is the manager, bro. So the system needs to go. And really, he needs to go. Like, I don't even understand how people can't see it, bro. This is elite sport. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason that we should be losing every week, and it should be normalized, bro. Like, you can't be normalizing this, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this fan base is sick, bro. They're infected. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, since when is it all right, bro? They're blaming the players, but hold on, bro. We're potentially in another cup final, bro. It's the players that got us there. It's the players that got us there, and it's the players that continue to get us to cup finals, bro. Like, we're in cup finals so often, as a club, This is meant to be like our worst spell the last 10 years, bro. And we're looking at 10 cup finals, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We're looking at 10 cup finals since 2015, bro. And this is meant to be our banner era. Do you know what I mean? Certain man could only dream of this. So, I don't understand why the players are getting all of this. They're getting scapegoated amongst a situation where they're the ones that, whether you like it or not, under multiple managers, still get us here. So they need a bit more respect.
Are you confident that you'll get the job done though in the final?
Yeah, I am.
You're probably going to get a job done in the week. on Wednesday, bro. Would you not play Wednesday?
I know. I'm not worried about Wednesday.
Thursday,
bro.
sorry, Thursday.
Yeah.
You not play Thursday.
I'm not worried about Thursday. I'm not worried about it in the slightest. We rested all of our players. It's at home. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think Bilbao are brave enough to come to Old Trafford and go gung ho, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think they're brave enough. And also, they're not a team that really score many goals. So I can't see a way that they score 3 goals, yeah, and we don't get at least one. Like, I just can't see it. Do you know what I mean?
One of the I think it's one of the Williams brothers. I think he's injured now. You know, I saw Cass shared it in one of the group chats, bro.
Oh, really? But they were saying he got injured before the game and he just recovered for our last game.
Let me even go check what it says right now. Yeah. Where's this thing right now? So yeah, Inaki Williams was injured yesterday when underwent an MRI on Monday to determine the extent of his muscle problem. Sanchez and Nico Williams didn't train either.
Ooh.
Wait, so it's looking like you lot have been, you know, you caught them at a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? You've caught them at a good time, bro.
Fairs, you know what I mean? But either way, man, full strength, man. I don't rate them. Like I said it even before we scored and before the red card. I'm not rating these guys. Man said 12 finals with 5 different managers. Yeah, if they're including the Community Shield, I just don't count that. Do you know them ones? Because that's a friendly. But still, you know them ones there.
Yeah.
But still, bro, do you know what I mean? 4 FA Cups, 3 Europa Leagues, 2 Carabaos, 1 Super Cup as well, bro. Like it's not to be laughed at, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, in the last decade. So whether people like it or not, yeah, as a Man United manager, cup finals kind of come with the territory. So that shouldn't be enough to save your job. It didn't save Louis van Gaal.
It didn't save Ten Hag. Well, actually, it did save Ten Hag for a little bit.
It did save Ten Hag, and it shouldn't have.
Yeah, it did save him. Yeah, it did save him.
It did save Ten Hag's, and it shouldn't have. We should have looked at it the same way. And this is exactly the point that I'm talking about, guys. So for me personally, yeah, like a cup final isn't enough to keep your job at Man United, because a cup final is the bare minimum for what I would call, yeah, like an acceptable season at Man United is a cup run. Like, bro, that's it. We've been doing cup runs, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna give a look well done to Mason Man, yeah? Over 400 days without a goal, and he's managed to score another one. Yeah, he finally scored. You know what I mean? You know what's so funny as well, bro? What's so ironic about this? Yeah, his last goal before this one was against Brentford as well. Yeah, that's his team, bro. You know, and you remember he won that game until Tony turned up, literally the last second of the game. Brother, listen, this guy, yeah, bro, Mason, man, he scored the goal, and then I just never saw him again after that, bro. He's a different kind of character, bro. I'll be honest, bro. Like he's a special kind of useless, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones, because the manager always talks about him like he's his son. You know them ones. Like he's one of them guys that like managers just love Mason Mount, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because he'll say all the right things. He works really hard. His face fits. Do you know what I mean? He comes across as such a humble guy and all that. But bro, he's rubbish, man. The thing is, yeah, we actually robbed you guys though, because one thing about Mason, right? When he first came through, first of all, I used to watch this guy through the academy and whatnot. I remember he went on loan at Vitesse with one of my guys, actually. Yeah, they went on loan together from Chelsea, right? I think he got Player of the Year that year for Vitesse. He goes to Derby with Frank Lampard. He comes back to Chelsea, and this guy was cooking for us, bro, scoring goals for us. You know, being a little bit of a creative player in the team as well, working hard off the ball. You know what I mean? You play him right wing, he'll do a job. You play him there, he'll do a job. But that year, bro, when we finished 12th, yeah, he was abysmal, bro. Yeah, I was begging for Graham Potter to drop this guy for time, because I was like, bro, you're trying to play this guy through his bad form and it's not working. Yeah. I was actually at Anfield for Mudrik's debut, and I'm watching this guy, Rants, yeah, and I'm showing you, bro, he was hiding behind players. He was hiding behind people. And as a midfielder, when you start to hide behind people, bro, yeah, that's when I know your confidence is done. That's when I know it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's when I know it's gone. And then towards the end of the season, obviously, there was all the speculation about the contract. He got injured. That was one of the first injuries I saw this guy have. He signed out for the rest of the season, right? So the Mason that you lot signed, even for England, bro, for a good year for England, this guy was stinking. Yeah, he was not the same Mason that broke through. So when you guys came in and made him your #1 target, 55 M's and that, I was like, wow. Yeah, it was like when Arsenal came in for Havertz, I couldn't believe what was going on. Yeah, and that's why I always call you, man, and Arsenal CEX, your Chelsea CEX, bro. Yeah, that's where we go with the top of our dead wood. You know what I mean? Mason Mount should have never been signed by Man United, because if you were watching this guy before you signed him, he was not good, bro. He was not good.
he was not good. So for him to,
Yeah, but that's Man United though, bro. We done the same thing with Alexis Sanchez. We signed Alexis Sanchez a year too late. You know them ones. By the time we signed Alexis Sanchez, he was already falling off the wagon at Arsenal, bro. And it makes you wonder who was doing the scouting at Man United in these times, like when we start bringing in the players. Bro, the Mason Mount thing is crazy. Ten Hag fucked us over, man.
He did, bro, because this guy wanted him. He even wanted him when Mason was at Vitesse, because he was at was it Utrecht? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Utrecht, yeah.
Utrecht at the time. He was at Utrecht at the time. So he's been wanting that guy, innit? Right? But the Mason that you were watching back then, bro, he was gone. This Mason that I was watching was stinking out the gaff, bro. I used to just hate every time I'm seeing him in the lineup. I'm like, oh my days, bro. You know when it gets to a point where it's like you don't want to make it personal, but it's turning that way now. It's turning. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you man, that's a howler. That's an absolute howler, bro. Yeah. Who would you say has been the worst signing? Would you say Højlund or Mason?
It has to be Mason Mount because he hasn't played, innit? He just hasn't played. Like, availability is the best ability. Because he hasn't been available, it's been awful. But both of them are shit, bro. One's got the 9, one's got the 7. It's like, pick your poison, bro. Do you know what I mean? I hate them both equally. So it's one of them ones where like they're both fucking useless. But Mount's on more money, and he's got the number 7, and he's played less games. So because of that, Mason Mount shades it. But really and truly, do you know what I mean? It's a left or a right bum cheek, bruv. They're both arse, man. I'm telling you. Like, this is just what it is.
He's not getting fooled either. I hope you know that. You know that.
Nah, yeah? I think they'll force him out the club because of the wages he's on. Like, I reckon it's not this summer, but next summer, trust me, Mason Mount's out of here, bro. You know what I mean? He's out of here. I'm telling you.
How long has he got left in his contract?
I don't know. He must have like 3 years left because he would have signed a 5-year deal, I reckon.
5-year deal is we're home, mate. We're home. You know what I mean? Home's fucking Portsmouth. What are you talking about? Yeah. Let me go check it. So, where's his contract, bro? I'm looking at transfer market right now, people.
It'll be 2028, probably.
So it expires. His contract expires. 250 a week. You don't pay him as well, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
2028, and the club have an option for a year.
Yeah, no option. Ban the option, rude boy. Fire for the option, blood. That's what I'm saying. 3 more years there, no problem, mate. Do you know what I mean? It'll be 2 years left next season. Get fuck him off, mate.
Mount's been at United now for 2 years, isn't it?
Yep, and he ain't played 10 games.
Right. So fucking so he's getting what, 250 a week, yeah?
Yes.
Let me go check right now. Mason Mount. Actually, no. Man United sport right. Let's work out how much this guy has earned, people, since he's been at Man United, because he's eating millions right now. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of piss, bro. Between him and Luke Shaw, it's crazy, you know.
Let's actually go check this right now. You know what always kills me as well? You know Casemiro's name is Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos Casemiro, bro. That's so funny. It's just funny, bro. Like, Carlos. What do you mean your name's Carlos? But yeah, Mason, he's on. Mason Mount, yeah, is on 13 million a year, bro. 13 M's a year, bro. 250 a week. Yeah. So this guy's earned nearly 30 million.
I know, bro. I know. It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? This guy can build a new town if he wanted to.
No, it's a piss take. I hear it, bro.
And then you got Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's on 7.8 million, 150,000 a week. You know what I mean? That bro. He's earned about 15 million as well, blood. Yeah. You know what I mean? I never thought I'll never see anyone worse than Reece. He's been worse than Reece.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see who else.
This guy, what? This guy hasn't even played 1,500 minutes for us, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. It's crazy work. In 2 years.
Oh. That shit is crazy, man. I love this, man. I love this. And it's so funny as well, because it's like, I actually thought Mount would do better than Havertz, right? Boy, was I wrong about that? Yeah. Havertz. Listen,
everyone was, man. You know,
yeah. Havertz hasn't been the greatest player, but he's done better than Mount. That's not even a debate. You know what I mean? That's not even a debate. Like, he hasn't been a flop for Arsenal. He's just a squad player, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's peak for you, man. It's actually peak for you guys, bro.
No, it's bad, man. I'll be real. Like, I can't even front. It's horrendous. So I don't know. We need to get rid of this manager. I'll be honest, bro. Like, it's one of them ones where, guys, I'm holding on to the hope, yeah. I'm holding on to the hope that in the summer they might just put him. Even though I don't think, yeah, that even though I don't think it's likely, I think it could happen. And the reason why I think it could happen is based on what these guys have done before. I believe that they're capable of sacking him just because they sacked Ashworth. There's been talks of us potentially being in for Campos, even though there's
got shut down
speculation.
quickly.
Even though there's speculation that could just be him trying to use us for a better deal at PSG. Do you know what I'm saying? So even if that is the case, it's like it's just good enough to know that there's probably been some dialogue there. And the thing is, there's been interest in him for a while by this club. So I don't know. It'd be interesting, bro. Like I just think that there's a possibility this guy can get sacked, bro. 100%.
I don't know, man. What I'm seeing coming out your club right now, you're looking at Cunha, obviously. You'll probably get a here we go quickly, but like during that period where the Club World Cup's on, like before it, I think you'll probably get a here we go there. I'm seeing you're linked to Mbeumo. That's another one that you're potentially looking at as well. So you bring in a Cunha, you're bringing in Mbeumo,
and
your attack's transformed, and a striker, your attack straight away is transformed, bro. That's different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you're looking to sack him, bro. I think this is their guy. I think this is Ineos's guy, bro. Same way I look at Clear Lake with Maresca, that's their guy.
I don't think anything is their guy, bro. I think
their guy.
You know what it is? I don't think anything's their guy. I think that these men, are ruthless businessmen. You don't become a billionaire, without being a ruthless businessman, bro. It's facts over feelings, isn't it? And I genuinely think that he's done so badly that if they see an opportunity to upgrade on him, they will. If they keep him, it's because they don't think that there's anything better out there. I genuinely believe that if they think that they can do better, they will do better. Because I don't see them as a loyal bunch, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man sacked Dan Ashworth, without thinking twice, my brother. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but surely Amrabat would have been sacked by now, though. Surely.
No, because what's the point in sacking him now? Because we're still in the cup, and also sacking him now and paying him out now.
No, not now. But I'm saying earlier, he could have been, bro. He's been on bad form for a minute.
Yeah, but there's no point because we just brought him in. Like he was always going to see out the end of the season anyway. That's my thing.
So you think that there's a strong possibility that he'll get sacked in the summer?
I'm not saying there's a strong possibility. I'm saying that there is a possibility because certain people are ruling it out completely, as in they can't see a world in which he could ever get sacked. But I'm saying, that he's not as safe as people think he is. Do you know what I mean? Like just based off the fact that I believe these guys are ruthless and they'll make the decision if they can. If that makes sense. Same way, the only reason why we didn't get Thomas Tuchel was because it was a thing where we didn't have the right people in place. That's what I genuinely believe, bro. And they weren't willing to throw the money at him. But Ten Hag stayed. Ten Hag stayed because they genuinely didn't think that they could get anyone better at the time. I don't think they kept him because they thought he was the best man for the job, because clearly they didn't.
I think they gave him benefit of the doubt, man. That's what I think they did there. I think they made a massive.
I think if they could have been guaranteed to replace him with somebody better, they would have done that. I don't think it was anything to do with him. I think it was more to do with not having his replacement. That's what I genuinely feel.
See, the thing is, this is why I need Spurs. Yeah, this will sound weird to people because I'm a Chelsea fan and that, but bro, you see Spurs. One thing about them, I've only ever seen them win one thing in my life. Yeah, in 2008. And I've got my get back since then. In the same competition, I beat them in the final, right? But when it comes to Man United, bro, growing up, especially in London, I've got a lot of friends that are Man United fans. They're like Arsenal fans, yeah? These men used to walk into primary school just trying to bully everyone because they're winning everything, yeah? They're winning Champions Leagues. They're beating me in the final and that. So I've got a real hatred for Man United, yeah? So obviously, I always hope that Spurs don't win anything, but it's looking like it's going to be a Spurs United final, yeah? I don't want Man United to win that, bro. Because number one, they've had a shit season, but they're going to have Champions League football. Straight away, that's different in the transfer window, bro. Their money, the money that they get from it as well, financially, they're struggling right now. We've spoken about your finances before. That's going to allow you lot to have more money, right? Right now, you can attract players like Cunha, but with Champions League football, what's stopping these guys from going to Gyökeres right now and saying, yo, last season, we wasn't scoring goals. You come right now, you play Champions League football. You're going to bag us goals this time. We've got Cunha there. And we've got Mbeumo behind you as well. You're scoring goals, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Yeah. And if Tottenham make Champions League, we know Levy's tight anyway. We know they're not going to do anything anyway. You know what I mean? The Spurs ain't going to win the Champions League. It doesn't really matter, right? They're not going to win another trophy for another 20 years. It doesn't really matter. But Man United winning that again, them to have another European trophy ahead of Chelsea. I don't want that. I don't want that, bro. Yeah. And I don't want this mentality of, oh, Man United are far from you already. So why should we allow them to get even further away? Yeah. Spurs are behind us. I don't want Man United to get further away. I hate these guys. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, I'm just hoping, innit? I'm hoping Spurs do something in that final and beat you lot, because that will be even funnier. Yeah. The team that bottle everything are the team that beat you lot in the final, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because London will be jumpy. Yeah. London will be jumpy.
I just think we beat Tottenham in the final, man. Like, Tottenham have beat us 3 times this season, and none of it's meant anything because they're still beneath us in the league. Do you see what I'm saying? So I believe that we if Tottenham make the final, it's a big if, because I think if they can see the first goal against Bodo Glimt, they're fucked.
They're 2 goals up, innit?
Yeah, but they conceded that goal, yeah, and they shouldn't have. 3-0, they would have been through, but 3-1's techie, bro. Because if they concede a goal first and it's 3-2, it's a madness. Do you know what I mean? So, especially on their 4G. So we'll see, innit? If Spurs do make it to the final, I believe we beat Tottenham just because football heritage, bro. You know, like that. They're players that they don't know how to win trophies. So
boy, we'll see about that. They've got no Madison right now, boy. So
bro,
we'll see. You might not have the lip. You might not have.
But that's fine. I just think we beat them in the final. Do you know what I mean? I think we beat them in the final if they come to the final, and then I don't know. We just go.
What happens if they beat you, though? Right? What happens if they beat you?
What do you mean? What happens?
What happens if they beat you, bro? As simple as that.
What happens to who, bro? If they beat us in the final, then they beat us in the final, bro. Then even more reason to sack this fraud, bro.
If you lot lose to Spurs, I'm showing you, bro. For you, man, especially if Arsenal as well, these lot, they don't go through on Wednesday and Spurs win that trophy, bro. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell on earth for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
It won't be hell for me. If Spurs win the trophy, I'll be happy for my brother. And also, like, it's one of them ones where it will hurt Arsenal fans, bro. It won't hurt me, bro. Like, I've seen my team win bare trophies, bro. I've been spoiled over the years. Like, it's okay. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear it, man.
Like, for me, it's not the end of the world if we lose the Europa League final. I've lost one like not too long ago. I remember it. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, so it's not like I ain't been there. Like, it just is what it is.
It's Tottenham, though, innit? That's the thing.
Yeah, but brother, Tottenham's not a rivalry for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a rivalry. So
it's still funny, though, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. You're trying to.
I hear that, hey, bro. It's embarrassing, but really, what's more embarrassing than being 15th in the league, Don? Like in May.
Nah.
What's more embarrassing than that?
Real shit, and that's why I always say, bro. Like what you're saying right now is facts, because like when we won the Champions League, I wasn't letting that paper over the cracks, right? I enjoyed it. I took it in. I was being shameless about it, but when I'm looking at the recruitment and I'm looking at how poor the squad building's been, I'm like, we need to sort this out. Yeah, it's even funny because I found a tweet, a few days before the Champions League final, saying, bro, Roman needs to move ferocious in the summer. This is a joke. You know what I'm saying? I fully hear it. Getting a trophy doesn't sort out all your problems, but where you are right now, Rants, you need that. You need that Champions League football, bro. You need it.
I wouldn't say we need Champions League football because I don't think we're good enough to do anything in the Champions League right now. So
I think you need that, man. It makes you more attractive. You bring in the money, like I said. You know, you're playing.
I think we're attractive to players anyway.
No, you are, but I'm saying it'll make you even more attractive. That's the point that I'm making right now, isn't it? If you've got Champions League football ahead of other teams, right? Those sort of players, like I said, Gyökeres and that, for me, that becomes more of an option because you're still.
I don't think we're in for someone like Gyökeres anyway. But I hear what you're saying. I think we get Cunha without Champions League football.
Like, no, I agree that.
A lot of these players we get without Champions League football because we're Manchester United.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not the be all end all, innit? I'm just saying that it helps you when it comes to the top players that everyone's going for, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Especially if those players are seeing you're bringing in 4 or 5 players that are like starters straight away. That's a different Man United, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, agreed. Yeah. I'm not going to argue that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We're going to have to see, man. But you lot, make sure you subscribe to Don's channel. The link is in the title. Blue Diary's coming up. Going to redirect over there as well, man. Let them know what you got coming up. More shameless Chelsea chat.
Listen, people, we've got Blue Diaries coming up now. It's going to be me and 5 of the Mandem as well. That's going to be a lit show today. Jimmy's there as well, people. That's going to be lit. And then yeah, my review, I posted that yesterday, so take a look at that one when you've got a chance. And then yeah, just look out for more content, man. I'm going to be pushing out a lot. Obviously, we've got summer coming soon as well, so I'm going to be pushing out a lot. But yeah, big up the chat, man. Big up the chat. Big up Rants every time.
That's it, people, man. So yeah, man. Hey, big up everyone inside. It's been lit, man. Make sure you run up the like, subscribe to Don's channel, and drop a Rants read.